And we are live. Hello, crazy Disney people. How is everyone doing? Here we are, day 47. 47 days since the Disney parks closed. And I have committed to you that I am going to go live every single day until the Disney parks open. We're doing this every day, 8 o'clock, and I am loving it. I don't know how you all are feeling about it, but being able to escape from quarantine and have a discussion with you every single day brings me joy. I look forward to seeing you. I've hit that live button. All your names are here. Thank you all so much for always supporting me. I appreciate it so much. We are talking about everything. Like, who thought we would ever be talking about toilet paper or how often we change our bed sheets? We're just talking about everything. Things have changed from the live streams in the parks for sure. So let me welcome everyone in. Hello, David and Dawn and Philip. Epcot Forever, how are you today? Thank you for being here again tonight. Amy Fisher, love you, girl. Thank you for being here. Michaela, Alex, hi, Alex. How's it going? You guys, oh, hey, Laura, how's it going? Are you all busy making masks? I know you are, sewing and sewing. Dream Big, Live Grand. I love that name. Fantastic YouTube name. Welcome, everyone. If you're new to the channel, hey, Carol. How are you, Carol? I haven't seen you in a little while, not unless you've just been watching and not commenting, but hello. Jennifer Jacobs is here. Jennifer, I have to say it was so lovely to meet you and your daughter yesterday. That was fantastic. Turn Up World in the house. Welcome, Sandy Norris. Listen, everybody, tonight we have another special guest, and I am so excited. We have John, aka Big Fat Panda, in the house tonight. He's in the hot seat. We're asking the questions. He's in the green room right now. The green room. He said, do you have everything fully stocked? Like, you got the M&Ms and everything back there? I'm like, sure, absolutely. Help yourself to everything. Robin's here. Noah's here. So if you all are ready, I say we bring him on. Are you all ready to meet John, aka Big Fat Panda? All right, here we go. Get your questions ready. If you all think you have any questions for him a little bit later on, I'll open the chat up for questions for a couple minutes if we have them, okay? All right, here we go.
Hello.
And
How are you?
He is.
How are you, sweetie?
Oh, I'm doing so good. Let me just start off by saying thank you so much for agreeing to be on the channel tonight. I know you're super busy.
Oh, stop. Thank you.
Oh.
Not that busy.
Not really. I mean, we are in quarantine. We have a little time on our hands now compared to other times for sure. But everybody's saying hello to you as you're coming in. Can you see the chat where you are?
I can.
Okay, good.
Crayola Kid, Natalie, Hey Kim, Noah, Linda, Cindy. Hi.
Yes, everybody's here. Okay, good. So, how are you doing? How's quarantine? Like, how are you all doing?
I'm missing Disney. Yes. I didn't realize how much I was missing it until the Josh D'Amaro video. You saw that with...
Oh, my gosh. Did you cry?
So, yeah, but too much, like to the point where I stopped my... I didn't think I was going to cry. I'm watching it, and when he said, I have somebody special with me, and he has his cell phone, I thought they were going to turn around. It was going to be Mickey Mouse and this orchestrated thing, and I would have been happy with that.
Right.
But when they went for just the guy in the control room, we're just going to show the music, I realized how much I took it for granted. And when I saw Gertie, the dinosaur, and the sun... And I just missed the sun and the people. And as I was crying, like tears, I just said, I don't even care if the people are there. I didn't care if it's crowded. I won't complain anymore. Like, I just felt like I really want to go back. And I almost felt like, what if we can't go back? And I was like reaching out for it. It was just sad.
I think we all are starting to feel a little bit of that. You know what? I will never take this for granted again.
Listen, Tanya, if you would have asked me, would they close Disney World? Like 3 months ago, we would have left, right? Ha! Close Disney World.
No, like we would. On the last day, I was like holding on to the tree. I'm like, no.
So, That's why it's kind of scary. Like they can really, your life can be changed. And I'm not talking about death. I'm just talking about this.
This is
So
definitely a big change for us, and it's a huge adjustment in the beginning, especially. I think I'm starting to get a little bit used to being home now, but
I
at
know.
first it was such a challenge for me because I'm so used to going.
How many of us are going to get that, like a disorder where we don't want to go out afterwards, like that
Uh,
home thing where you're scared to go? I mean, I'm not. I want to go out, but I think this is a mental thing. There is a mental therapy that needs to go on a little bit.
I want to say thank you really quick to Pat. Pat, thank you so much for that super chat. Oh my
Okay,
gosh, you are
the name
awesome. Thank
the
you for
name that
that. I
came
appreciate
up,
it.
the name that came up was It's Pat,
It's
and I
Pat.
remember SNL. I don't know if that's supposed to be, some people say, "What that? It's Pat." I don't know if that's an SNL
It's
reference, but
very possible because I know he is a big Saturday Night Live fan.
okay, we
So
have to. Pat, let me know if that's an It's Pat reference to SNL of
yeah.
years ago. I might be showing my age with that one.
I bet. We'll find out in just a minute. Um, so speaking of which, have you been out at all? Have you been to like a Target or a Walmart or a Publix or anything? You haven't done anything.
Dude. I've gone to the Walgreens drive-through to get medicine, and
Okay.
I've waved to people outside my house. That's it. And
That's
I'm talking
it.
about Walgreens is literally 3 minute drive. So I'm not my car. I don't start it up for like a week and a half at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, I am that voluntary runner for my family. So I'm the
Okay.
only one that goes to Publix or wherever, whatever we need. And I do get that feeling whenever I'm in the store. Like, are you too close to me? Can I touch this? And I don't like having that feeling.
And I
So,
am spraying things that are coming in the house. I
yeah,
have one of these everywhere, but now I'm running out.
yeah.
Do we? If anybody has a clue as to where to get these, call me.
I'll keep my eye open because I do go out to the stores when needed.
If you, I will literally pay you to mail me some Lysol if you find it, because I've been relying on it for like groceries and stuff. I spray them off and then I take them in the house because now I hear it can live on a box for like 8 days, and eventually I'm just throwing up my hands. Let me get it. I'm thinking already by now and just hope for the best because I don't think we can avoid it after a while.
I know it's almost like that, right? I'm just going out there. I'm gonna take my chances.
Where is Dan Wynn going every day that he's out every day?
Oh, he works. He still has to go to work every day because
Dan
he
work.
stocks for Publix.
Oh, okay. Oh, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dan,
Dan, he needs Lysol.
I'll send you a child Funko of Yoda. I have an extra, Dan.
There you go. That sounds like a good exchange there. He is a Star Wars fan.
See?
Um,
I'm I'm not kidding, Dan.
he's not kidding.
He's laughing
I
out loud. I'm
know.
like, no, I
He's like
really want my.
LOL, but he's like serious, Dan. He's like so serious.
I'll just take just 2 bottles, please.
Uh, so what I want to know,
Oh boy.
yeah, I need to know all the things.
She
I need
asked
to,
me, "Is there anything that I can't ask you? Anything off limits?" And I'm like, "No,
yeah.
no. I mean,
Well,
really."
most people do say you can ask me whatever. I can't think of anything that I wouldn't want you to ask. Um, but I do know, like one person said, don't ask me anything about where I live because, you know, they don't want people to know where they live.
I
Or don't
get it, but
ask
you could
me
ask me
anything
that.
about, I don't know.
I won't
We
give
won't
my
even
address, but I'll
say,
give the
but yeah,
town.
every once in a while somebody will say
All
what
right,
they don't want me to
I
say.
think I'm pretty much an open book. So
Okay.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
Well, the thing is, we all know you. Like everybody in the Disney community knows who you are through
I hope, but I don't believe that.
all the things that you have your hands in. Like we know what you do. You're Disney media, you're out there, you give us all the information, you're on the news with Fox 35, you do we know all of that part of you. I want to know I want to know about take us back to whenever you were a kid. Like, where did you grow up? And
Okay, well,
how did this whole thing start?
okay,
That's
Long
what I want
Island.
to know.
Long Island, New York, and stop me if I go too far.
No,
I'll
I want to
stop.
hear it.
Okay, my memories. I have really good memories of being an infant, which is weird because people tell me you don't have that. So I do remember like crib things and stuff. I remember I was always a little hefty, so I remember being able to go over the crib and fall onto the floor. And I remember the people in the kitchen would go, and I remember like, how the hell did he get out like of the bedroom? Because I would go into a ball and take the floor. But anyhow, so I have really good memories. But we were I didn't know that we were poor. I thought we were well to do. When I say poor, it's all relative. So we were just a lower middle class family that grew up in a house on Long Island. If you don't know about Long Island as far as New York, it's a house, a tree, a house. The city is a half hour away from where I was. So I never saw the city really. Jumping through the sprinkler, I thought was the pinnacle of summertime. And because I didn't know that there was more, I didn't care. Like,
Right.
I didn't know people went on vacation. If we went to the Catskill Game Farm in upstate New York, like a zoo, that was the big deal. So we went to. I remember watching Disney, The Wonderful World of Disney. I don't think I was conscious that there was a Disney World, but I remember, and I only remember the night before. I don't remember the planning of the trip, but I remember the night before I was going to go on a plane, and I think it was either Eastern or Pan Am. I don't remember that, but I remember being excited because I've never been on a plane, and we were going to Disney World, and my father had put us at the High Q Hotel, which now is a Sheraton, and you can still see it at Universal. It's the long, long, long one, and at the top there's like a globe. So that was the hotel that we stayed at. It's right across from Universal, which that was our Disney hotel. And I remember sleeping on the couch that night, being excited, and I remember just arriving and seeing palm trees. But then the big memory happens on the ferry boat, where I look over and see the castle and the whole that little strip of the train station and the castle. And that was something different to me, that like, why did nobody tell me this existed? Like, I've never been out of the house, let alone, out of the town, and now I see this. And I remember flipping out over it. My dad was so happy to sing Zippity Doo Dah and have a good time there. And I wanted to go back over and over and over and over. And I told my dad that when I grow up, I'm going to move there. And he said, "No, you'll grow out of it. You'll see." And he's right about so many things, but that he was wrong about. It's because I didn't go again until I was like 15, 16. So there's a 10-year gap between the first visit and then going again. So still today, when I visit, it still seems so special. I don't take it for granted. Like, I think kids that grow up here in Florida and go once a week, they kind of take it for granted.
My kids definitely do.
See, okay, so I don't
Yeah.
get that because there was that 10-year span that I couldn't wait to go to Disney World. I would read the Birnbaum books from cover to cover and look at the picture books, and I just couldn't get enough of it.
So that's when you fell in love with Disney.
Completely.
And so, how did you get from New York to Orlando?
Okay, so I'm 19 and I didn't visit Disney probably maybe once again with dad at like 15. I start to get jobs since I was always working because I always wanted money. So when I was like 12, 13, 14, I was always doing video rental companies. Like, I was, renting people movies and stuff. And then when I was 19, I went to work for a travel agency in New York. And I stayed with them for 10 years. But that allowed me to just book my own trips to Disney and get them at a discount. So at 19 years old, I booked the first Disney resort, which was the Caribbean Beach Resort. And I remember it was like $71 a night. And I
Wow.
went for 9 nights. And I saved up all year for the airline, the tickets, and the 9 nights at the Caribbean Beach Resort. And I took my mother, which was weird because dad was the one that fed the Disney thing. But
Uh-huh.
then I went and rewarded mom. So it was very, I didn't do it on purpose. Just, mom was like, I was living with her at the time, parents had divorced.
Yeah.
So yeah, then until I was 29, then I started a mystery shopping company. Do you know what mystery shopping is?
Yeah, I vaguely know it's just like where people go shop, like kind of undercover ish, and
Yep,
then
I
come
started a.
back and tell the experience.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that existed, and I found out. I'm like, all right, I can program software a little bit. So I opened up this mystery shopping company, and I had a horrible website. It was like the more animations I could throw up on it, the better. It was like doot 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 doot, look like a circus. Ruby Tuesday, the restaurant, calls me and hires me. So I'm doing like $150,000 of uh, restaurants. Like I'm dispatching the people all over the United States and sending them. So I'm making money now that I can save up for a home, and that's when I quit the travel agency, and I went to move to Florida and bought a house so I can be close to Mickey Mouse. The mystery shopping company didn't work out so well about 4 years later, and then I started doing the YouTube channel. Didn't think I'd make money from YouTube. I didn't even know that was a thing.
So you went right from the mystery shopping right into YouTube. You never like had
Yeah.
an actual go to work job between
Well, the
that
travel
time.
between that time, no, the travel agency for 10 years was a real, get dressed, suit and tie, and go to an actual job and sit down
Yeah.
and book trips and stuff. And that was fun actually until
Yeah.
September 11th.
Yeah. I actually lived in New York during that time.
Where in New York did you live?
My husband was stationed at the West Point Military Academy.
Ah,
Yeah, it was
how far away from the
crazy.
city was that?
Um, to drive there, probably about an hour.
Okay, it's still
Yeah,
close
it
to home,
wasn't
isn't
too
it?
bad. We were super close.
Yeah, I could actually walk out of the travel agency and look down the block and see the smoke coming up out of the buildings about a half hour away. It was crazy.
Oh my gosh, that was. I mean, you were even closer than me, so I know how crazy it was
And
for us. So
15,
I know it was crazy for you.
maybe a half hour after it happened, people are calling up saying I'm supposed to leave on my vacation today. I'm like, I don't think you're going anywhere.
I
Well, what do
don't
we
think
do?
you're going anywhere.
I just said, hang tight. We'll call you back when we have info. But it was days later that we knew anything.
Well, I mean, I know that Disney being close does not compare to what went on for 9/11, but I can relate a little what you're talking about because I do book travel for Disney and having to deal with, people are excited to be here for their Disney vacation and things getting canceled and having to reschedule and the cruise ship, like it's tough. I totally get that. Because, everybody is you wait a whole year or however long because you're so excited to take your trip, and then something like this happens and throws a little wrench in your plans for sure.
Definitely.
Okay, so you started YouTube. How did you come up with the name Big Fat Panda?
I was watching Kung Fu Panda. Have you seen Kung Fu Panda, the cartoon?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Okay, at the end, do you remember the villain, the big tiger, says, "You're just a big fat panda." And he goes, "I'm
Yeah,
not a big fat panda. I'm the big fat panda."
I've seen your clip of that. Yeah,
So
I've
I
seen
love
that.
that part. And I quickly bought bigfatpanda.com, and then it's funny because DreamWorks actually bought like bigfatpanda.net, dot whatever. They never contacted me for .com, but I ate up the .com as quick as I can, and I'm happy I did. I also
Yeah,
have disneyboy.com. I've had it since I was a kid. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I just bought those sites. So,
disneyboy.com.
yeah.
There you go.
I think I even have disneyhero.com, which is weird. So I didn't know they were going to buy Marvel like 20 years ago. But yeah,
Oh my goodness.
bigfatpanda.com, that's where it came from, even though it's not Disney. I hope Disney buys DreamWorks so Kung Fu Panda can be a Disney character.
That would be great,
That
right?
would be good.
You
Uh,
never know. One day. I mean, things happen.
and I thought Big Fat
So,
Panda was a weird name enough. There's so many people that they're so scared to say it. It's like, it's okay. It's part of that Kung Fu Panda. You can call me Panda, but I have husbands come up to me and go, "Excuse me, my wife is over there, and she just wants to know if you are, I don't know how to say this, are you Big Fat Panda?" And I joke around, so I go, "Excuse me?" Like, it screws with them.
honestly, whenever I was announcing that you were coming on, there were people in chat who didn't know you. And they were like, Big Fat Panda, now there's a name for you.
I
And
told
so
you.
I was like, yes. And we'll
They
let him
usually don't
explain
forget
all
it,
that
which
when he
is
comes in.
good. Which is good. Look at
Yeah,
this
it's
light.
it's really
I can look
good.
into my nose with this ring light. My gosh. Okay.
Yeah. You got great lighting. I need to get one of those lights.
It was
Every once in a while, the
$44 on
monitors.
Listen, look at this. $44 on Amazon. It can go high and low, and look, you could change it from white to too soft, and then a mixture, and then it goes brighter and lower 100 times. $44 on Amazon ring light. I'll send you the link. It's the greatest
Okay,
thing.
I need that. every once in a while the other monitors will pop on and I get this great light and I'm like, "Ooh, I look nice right now. I like this lighting." So I do need to get one of those. Um so you're here, you got your YouTube channel now. How did you get so involved in Disney, being part of the media, being invited to the news channel? Like, how did all that happen? I mean, I know you have 95,000 subscribers, so people know about you. But how did all that happen?
Sometimes. Let's see. And this is not Corona. This is coughing because the water went down the wrong pipe. The let me see how it really happened. It happened so slowly, and it's nothing you can write to somebody and say, "Hey, notice me." I think it was I was at a Pandora Avatar media event as a plus one for someone else. So I wasn't invited. I was representing it as someone else, and I got off Flight of Passage, and my friend just put a camera on me and videotaped me going, "Oh my God, I flew! That is the next thing to flying. I can't believe it. I can't wait to go." I just did this little video, and that went viral. That video of me just talking about flying on Avatar. So much that it went to James Cameron, and it went to the people of Avatar, and I think maybe even Bob Iger. So I would get messages saying that all of media is watching your video and they want to work with you now. So then I said, "Yeah, sure." So they didn't know who I was at all. So then I sent them, like information and stuff, and then just became friends. And then they see how you operate, that you're not becoming a drunk, you're not doing bad things, they watch you, and hopefully they like the message that you give out. And I'm pretty honest too. If I don't like something, they're really supportive of me saying, like, for instance, I didn't like the show at Animal Kingdom. I forgot the name. Rivers of Light. Not a
Yeah.
fan. I just think so much can be done with that. So when I went on the news, I said
Even
something. They
the
said
newer version of it?
even the newer version.
Okay.
I think the projections could be crisper, so I know what's going on. I think the water doesn't meet in the middle half the time, and I'm so upset at that. So I said it. My mother said, "If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Here's the video of Rivers of Light," and they respected that. I got my point across, and if I don't like food somewhere, I say it. So it's not that you have to be all positive because the Disney media, sponsors you places. They like it when you're real, I think.
Yeah. Well, I know for us as viewers, we appreciate anyone who's real about it. We do want an honest opinion for sure. So,
If I see
and I
someone
have
that's
to ask you this. Did you try the frothy ramen noodles?
no,
Dang
that
it.
doesn't sound good. Was it good?
It was during the Festival of the Arts.
Okay, I have a thing with the art food. It's too fuddy duddy for me. I don't like a lot
And
of the
they
art food.
had these frothy ramen noodles, and there were so many media people saying that they liked them, and I just really want to know, did you say that because you had to, or did you really not like them?
Frothy and ramen noodles doesn't go together.
It was literally the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted on Disney property, other than those noodles, the zoodles that they have at 1900 Park Fair. But yeah, they were up there with that. Like, it was cold ramen noodles with like eel sauce and some kind of foamy stuff on the top. And I was with my friend Tom whenever we first tried them, and he was like, "Those taste like boiled hot dog water." And I was like, "You just nailed it. That's
Do I know?
exactly
Do I
what
know
they taste
Tom?
like." Huh?
Do I know Tom?
Tom Does Disney is his channel.
That sounds
If
really
you don't know him,
familiar.
I'll definitely
Okay,
introduce you because he's a
but yeah,
super cool dude.
I would
But
be honest.
I was like, "You just nailed it. That's exactly what they taste like." It was so bad. Frothy ramen noodles, Joseph. It was
Yeah,
so
Joe.
bad.
I don't know frothy. Ugh.
But
Ah.
some people tasted them and they were like, "Oh, they're so good." And I'm like, "What? No."
Nope.
Um, but yeah. Uh, but I appreciate the honesty is what I'm getting
Good.
at. Like, we don't want
If
everybody to say, "Oh, it's good, it's good, it's good, it's good,"
Yeah, if I see
because
someone that
sometimes
can't
it's
be
not good.
critical, if
Yeah.
someone can't be critical, that's a problem.
And you can be politely,
Yes.
critical. Like you don't have to
There
be ugly about it. And the
there's a
other
lot of
thing
times I
is,
just shut up about something, or
yeah.
you see my face and you know it.
Well, I never saw the video that you're talking about. Your reaction of coming off of Flight of Passage.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
go see if I can
I
find
don't know
that
if I.
because
It's on Facebook somewhere.
I gotta find it because I absolutely loved your reaction when you came off of Rise of the Resistance.
Wow,
I was
that was
so pumped to
crazy.
go ride that ride because of watching you. So
Thank you,
it
thank
was
you,
it was so good, right?
thank. It was awesome.
It was
The
so
only thing
good.
about that one is just the drudgery to get on it. It seems like such a an ordeal to get on it. Where Mickey and Minnie's is really easy to
It
get
was a
on.
piece of cake. Yeah.
Yeah, and
We
it's
got on
another
two
great
times
ride. So
that morning.
that's great.
So how did you like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway?
I loved it, and I didn't think I was gonna. That's one of those rides where they didn't release a lot of information, and I thought if you're not releasing a lot of information, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And then I got on it, and
Super
I was
cute.
so surprised. I really loved it. I'm missing it, and what I like the most about it is that you can sit in different spots and enjoy a fairly different experience of a ride.
Yeah. It's really fun.
I'm missing that now.
Me
I'd run
too.
there right now if it was open.
Well, you're always super nice when I run into you in the parks.
Thank
Are
you.
you always the nice guy that you always are?
People say that, and I try to be, but you don't see me when I get up in the morning, and I am a crank.
Yeah, you
If
are
I don't
just
have
always the
coffee,
sweetest, like the
I do
nicest.
I do have a story of when I was about to be mean. I'm running to film something in Hollywood studios. I'm really late. I'm
Okay.
probably about 10 minutes ahead of the time I want to be. And I know if I don't stand there in the hot heat for an hour, I'm not getting a good video. And people are expecting to watch a decent video. So I'm like running through, and this lady is like, I don't know her, and she's touching me, and her elbow is hitting me. And I'm like, can I, excuse me? And I keep looking over, like, and I'm getting really unpanda perturbed.
Yeah.
And I'm
Wait,
finally ready
because
to
was it
turn around.
crowded? Is that why she was like touching you?
No, this is as we're walking to the venue. I don't know her, and she just keeps hitting. She keeps like, here we're walking, and
Yeah.
and I'm like, why is this person hitting into me? So I'm about to go off now and say something like, could you effing stop that? I mean, really, I was ready.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'm sorry, my family and I watch you, and we just wanted to say hello. Could
Aww.
you imagine if I would have? So I
Well,
realized that
that was an extreme change of events right there.
and I learned from that point on, be early and
Yeah.
don't let your attitude, because I was this close and I didn't. I'm so happy I didn't. And of course I said to, oh, thank you, let's get a picture. But I was ready. I almost ruined a nice relationship, and that was
Oh my
sad.
gosh. Well, that is a lesson to be learned for everyone. You do have to pack your patience
So
for
there's some
sure when you
honesty.
go.
Coffee, yeah, coffee. Who somebody said, Amy Ann said
Yeah.
CAWFEE, coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee and water.
Well, speaking of coffee, do you drink coffee?
I do, and I don't usually have it in the morning. I just like it like, during the day from Starbucks.
Oh, you're a Starbucks.
An
Okay. I
iced
was
coffee.
going to ask
But
you.
I'll have regular coffee too. It doesn't have
Yeah.
to be Starbucks. Any iced coffee, because it's Florida, unless it's
Yeah.
cold out. I like coffee and hot chocolate mixed in the winter. But I love the smell, taste, everything of coffee. Coffee ice cream, smell cold coffee, yeah,
Coffee is so good.
yeah.
Last night, I think it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was sitting on the couch, and my husband was in the kitchen, and I smelled the coffee brewing. I'm like, are you making coffee? And he was like, yeah.
At
And I'm
11
like,
at
at
night.
11 o'clock? He was like, I don't know. I just feel like I want some coffee right
Did he
now.
sleep good that night?
Oh, I'm sure he did. He doesn't ever have a problem sleeping.
I can't with that because my parents, being Italian, they used to make coffee and sambuca at night. And I was like, like the demi-tasse, the really thick coffee they used to drink, like the
Yeah,
espresso.
right.
I can't do it like after 5. I wouldn't sleep all night. I'd be like worrying about something and shaking.
It doesn't affect me like that either. I can drink it and go straight to bed.
Okay, no, it gets me. I like it, but it gets me.
So, what do you have planned for the future? Like, what's going on with Big Fat Panda? Do you have any new things coming out or?
Okay, I used to do a show every month. on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I would edit it and put it all together. But we can't really do that now. So now I'm using exactly what you're doing, StreamYard, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. starting just last week. So it's just begun. And I need to get the word out. Like if it's Taco Tuesday, no, it's Panda Tuesday. So
Okay.
Tuesdays at 8 p.m. I'm going to have a live show. I'm going to have a guest such as yourself. We'll have you on the show hopefully.
Yay, I love
And
that.
yeah, and just talk about things, what's going on. Maybe also show a video. You know, you can do a screen share here, do like a virtual ride through, so we can all feel like we're together communally on a ride or something like that.
You got to show the video of you and Michelle on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway during that.
Yeah, and that video they cut so much out. I don't know why they cut so much out, but that was fun.
But the little reaction of it, it's so cute. I love it.
I didn't realize I pointed so much. When you watch that video, I'm like, look, like everybody
There's
can
so
see it.
many
Stop.
things you don't realize you do until you watch the playback. And then last night, after I ended my live, I got a comment from someone that said, "For the love of God, could you please stop touching your glasses, your face, and your hair?" This was a comment that I got. And I was like, do I do that much? Maybe I do. I don't
Wow,
know. Yeah, people can
that's
sometimes
a
just
little
be so,
nitpicky.
people are so brutal sometimes. I'm telling
That's a
you. I'm just like,
little
wow. And
nitpicky.
usually I don't delete the comments because I usually take all like corrective criticism with a grain of salt. Unless
Listen,
it's too ugly. But I
we got a lot
deleted
of
that. I was just like, I don't need that comment on there.
thumbs up before we even went on for this video, and one thumbs down. But the truth is, a few thumbs down actually helped the video.
I know
I
people
didn't
don't
know that.
realize that.
They don't
The
realize it.
comment, whether it's ugly or not, it helps. Thank you.
It's all
That means you
engagement.
watched. So you've got your Tuesday night, 8 o'clock every week. You're going live on where? Your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel, yeah.
And that is bigfatpanda.com.
.com. Which for you, what's your YouTube channel name again?
That
Is it that
crazy
crazy?
Disney lady.
Do you have that crazydisneylady.com?
I do.
Oh, good. Do you forward it to your YouTube?
I
Or is
do.
it good? Oh, see, you're doing okay. You're
Yeah,
ahead
that's
of the
my
game.
friend Christopher. He's all over that stuff. He's got
Good.
me all the way hooked up.
So yeah,
It's just like
bigfatpanda.com just connects to the YouTube, just like you did, yeah.
yeah,
But trying
it's
to get
great.
people to ring the bell is hard. I don't even
Yeah.
know where the bell is half the time to
Ring
tell
the
them to ring it.
bell.
But
I
where is it?
hope
It's on the
all of my
top.
viewers that are here right now go over and subscribe to bigfatpanda.com. Make
And
sure
make
you
sure
all
you
watch
ring
because they're so fun. And ring the
and make sure
bell.
you ring the bell for Tanya too.
Yeah, for sure. So I just want to ask you a few more things that I know
Go
that you are
ahead.
limited in your time,
No,
but I wanted to
you're
ask
still
you a
good.
few more things.
Go ahead, you're good.
This is just me trying to get. Also, I'm a little bit jealous that you met Jack from DSNY News, just so you know.
Jack is a good guy. He's a
He
good
is
guy.
so
You think he's
such a
dreamy,
good guy.
huh?
That's all I'm
You
gonna
think he's
say.
dreamy?
He's so dreamy.
Jack, she thinks you're dreamy. With his, by the way, he does not like his own accent. I like it. He does not.
I
Like
love it. I was
it. He
I was
does.
standing at the movie theater. I think it was for uh, Rise of the Resistance at Disney Springs, and I was standing there taking a picture of my kids in front of the big display in the lobby, and all of a sudden, I heard him talking behind me, and I was so starstruck that I just froze for a moment, and then he was gone. And if I could do it all over again, I would have just went up and spoke to him and said
You
hello
should
and
have.
let
You
him
should
know how
have.
much I admire him.
You should have. I think people in
So,
America probably like his accent more than at home, where it's probably normal
yeah.
because he doesn't like it. I'm like, no, they love your accent, Jack.
Oh, I'm so jealous of that. But anyway, I'm just going to ask you a few of your favorite Disney things. Also, I want to know, like, what are you most looking forward to when the parks open? Or does it change?
No. This time I'm most looking forward to just seeing the castle. I
Yeah.
need to come down Main Street and peek and make sure it's still there.
Yeah.
I might even take some Purell and put it on the wall and kiss the wall of the castle. I'm not even kidding. I
You
probably
could
will.
always get some of those little protective lips that they do
That's
in
true.
CPR. Just, yeah, protect yourself. That'll be great.
So that's something that I would not have told you I wanted to do, when everything was open, because I see it all the time. But
Yeah.
I'm kind of desperate to go. Magic Kingdom would be my first thing. Haunted Mansion. I really miss riding the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, yes.
And also Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway again. But as far as new things, I'm really looking forward to Ratatouille in Epcot.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward
I
to
was
that.
going to ask you that. What are you most looking forward to about what's coming? Like what they have planned? For me, it's
And
Mary Poppins.
okay. See, now I'm hoping that that didn't get put on the delay burner
I know.
because of what's going on. I know the things that are fully along, they're not going to stop, like Ratatouille.
Right. Yeah.
But maybe with Mary Poppins, who knows? And
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to something that's not announced. That Imagination Pavilion was always my favorite attraction. It needs an overhaul, bad, and I want to see what they're going to make it. I don't care if it's Muppets. I don't care if it's an original Dreamfinder ride. I don't care if it's Inside Out. It needs to do something.
It really does.
It's a
Yeah.
beautiful big space. It needs a good ride.
I agree.
Oh, and the new Spaceship Earth. Can't wait to see what they're going to do with the enhancements to the scenes and the ride down being changed.
What is your opinion on, are we going to be able to get on the original one last time, or do you think they've already started maybe the refurbishment, because the date has already came and gone as when it was supposed to
I
start?
think the original's gone. I think.
Oh,
I can't see them,
that's sad.
and I'm not sure. They may open
Yeah.
up and say, "Hey, you could still." But I think Epcot's going to be the last of the parks to reopen,
I've
probably. And
heard a
this
lot
is,
of people say that.
and do you know why most of them are guessing this? All the countries, you can't just hire somebody from, France and Italy to just come. It's got to be a process and a training again, and get those people's, documents in order. So that might take 6 months, 5 months. I don't know. They could be open tomorrow for all I know. But I think that that's going to be a thing. So I don't
Yeah.
think we're going to see the old Spaceship Earth anymore. What does Dan say? Dan still hasn't gone on Mickey and Minnie. He says they may delay Spaceship Earth. Yeah, everything could be delayed. Hey, Mike Shibera, Shibera. He always
You
makes me
know
think of
him,
food,
right?
though. Yeah, he makes me think of ciabatta bread.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of the international kids that are still here though.
Are
All
they?
the CR, yeah, there's a lot of them that are housed over in the Vista Way
Didn't they send
housing.
them? Didn't they send them all home?
So like the the college program kids that are here in the US, they were all sent home.
Okay.
But there are still a lot of the CRPs, or the international kids, that are housed over at Vista Way right now,
And they're still there.
and they're still there.
Didn't know that. I thought they
Yeah.
all went home.
Well, I think initially the plan was for them to all go home, but then they put in the flight ban and nobody could
Oh,
fly.
that makes
So
sense.
I don't
I
know
didn't even
exactly what's
think
going
of
on with
that.
that, but I do know that they are stranded and they're
I didn't think of
struggling,
that.
just like what Donna said. We actually did a big fundraiser to raise money to help those kids out that are here and unemployed and can't draw
That's a
unemployment.
really
Like,
good
it's a
fundraiser.
mess.
Yeah, yeah.
So, oh yeah, the travel restrictions. Thank you, Amy, for correcting me on that.
No, that makes sense though. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited either way. I mean, if they have to like delay the opening of Epcot, so be it. I mean, we'll figure it out. I mean, Disney, I know they're working hard right now. Like, there are people working constantly trying to figure out who, what, when, how, and where we're going to do all this. So,
They keep
um,
saying that construction work was stopped, but then every time I see an overhead, drone shot or a shot from inside the park, things seem to be moving along a little bit. Like Tron seems to be progressed since this all started. So
really,
yeah,
I've only driven past Tron like 2 times in the 40 some days we've been home, and that's only because I live here and I had to go over to the store. But it didn't look like anything was going on. Like,
okay. Michelle from the Main Street Mouse told me that it looks like some of the outer pieces are going up, and they weren't there like a month ago.
okay,
So let me know the next time you
yeah,
pass if it
I
looks like
sure
there's
will.
any
I'll take a
activity.
look and see if anything. It could have. Well, no, it was the last time I went. It was like a Tuesday morning. So you
Okay.
would think if there was anything going on, there would have been some action around that time. I'm not sure. But I'll definitely look next time I go by there. What's your favorite Disney mountain?
Splash.
You love Splash?
Love it.
So many people answer with Splash Mountain. That's great. Mine's Big Thunder. But
Okay.
I think
I like
I
I
think
like Big
Splash
Thunder.
is like the number one for most people.
The reason I like Splash the most is there's so much more to the mountain than what you see outside. It's full of animatronics. I am an animatronic nut job.
Yeah.
And even when it ends, there's still a finale. They still keep giving you more. And that last room after the fall, I just love it. Could live in there watching the alligators and you know, the chickens or the hens doing their thing with the banjos, and I love the tambourines.
Well, I have to admit I'm scared of Splash Mountain, just the drop,
Have you
because
done
I
it?
don't like drops, but the animatronics
So you've done
keep
it.
me going back. Like I'll keep trying to go on the ride just because I love to see the show on the inside.
So you've done it at least once.
I have done it
Okay.
a few times,
Okay,
yes.
good. Okay.
I still haven't opened my eyes on the drop, but I have been on there several
Yeah,
times.
David, if I get a kidney stone again, and I have had one, I will a couple of times. I will go
Big
on
Thunder
Big
for
Thunder.
kidney stone
It's supposed to
release.
work. Do you know they did a study? It's really
I
supposed to work.
know. That's so
Not on the
funny.
ride, it doesn't get released, but it moves into position apparently.
That is so funny. Who would have known? I have a kidney stone. I need to go to Disney World.
I'm also going to say Expedition Everest helped me with a kidney stone once. I didn't know it did. I just had one brewing. I knew it. Went on Expedition Everest, had a good bottle of or two of water, and there it was, like clockwork.
Oh my gosh. I heard those are so painful. I can't even imagine. Oh, okay. So, as far as the Disney transportation, which one do you prefer? Monorail, Skyliner, the bus? What's your favorite? Or the ferry boat? Do you like
Ferry
ferry
boat
boat?
first, only because that's what I originally saw when I first went to Disney.
Me too.
So
I
I'm
say
so
the
I'm gonna
same
pick
thing.
ferry boat. Not at night when the mosquitoes are out. Then monorail still. I love the Skyliner though, but it's not going to replace monorail. But I
Yeah.
do love it. To get from point A to point B, it was really, it didn't break for me or anything. It was very convenient, and I very thought I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I agree with you on that for sure. Um, when was your last staycation on Disney property?
Oh, it was a Disney sponsored one, but it was at not what's the name of it? The new hotel. Wow, the Riviera. And it quickly became my favorite hotel. We were there for 3 nights at the Riviera. And the fact that you had the Skyliner right there to go in and out of, the restaurants that were there, the view that's there, I loved it. The Riviera was gorgeous.
I've not stayed there, but I'm sure I will one day in the future. And
It
my
was
friend
really nice.
David gave me a little bit of trivia the other day and told me that, well, not really trivia, but told me a little fun fact that the last family to leave Disney property when everything was closed left out of the Riviera Resort.
That's so sad though.
I know. That is so sad.
Otherwise, the Polynesian is my favorite Disney
The
resort.
Polynesian is so good, right?
It's luxurious without being, pretentious to me.
Yeah. Um, have you been to any other Disney parks other than Disney World?
Disneyland. And that is wild because it was my first time in Disneyland about 3 years ago, maybe two. And everything is so familiar, but yet so different. And it's so weird. Has anybody else done this where you walk down Main Street in Disneyland and you're just like it's and you've all you've seen is Disney World your whole life,
Yeah.
and you're like, okay, the street looks a little bigger, the castle is much smaller, and then there's a mountain right next to the castle. It was weird. Have you been?
I had the same reaction, but
Okay.
mine was mostly because the characters were out roaming everywhere. I saw Mickey and Minnie walking down Main Street holding hands with a little girl. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is incredible." That's what I like. And I always tell all the viewers, and everybody can vouch for this. I always say that. I say it's the same, but it's different. I don't know how
Yes.
to explain that, but it is yet is still so magical for sure. We have a question from chat here, and where did it go? I saw somebody say they were
From
wondering if you enjoyed Riviera or
loved
Coronado Tower best.
Riviera. Coronado is bigger, it's grander, it's better for video, it's better for pictures, it's better for like Christmas time. It's extravagant and big, but that quaint, cozy lobby of the Riviera and the restaurants at the Riviera, I thought were better. So if I had to choose, I'd be at Riviera. Also because of the Skyliner, it was just really convenient. You go on
It's
the
right
Skyliner, you
there.
ended up in places. Uh, Jay was also asking if I was a DVC member. I am not. I would love to be able to afford DVC. I'm not there yet. I find
Yeah.
too many other things to buy.
I haven't been able to convince my husband that I need DVC either. He's like, look, I built you a house behind the castle. Ah, I built you a house behind the castle. You're not getting DVC. You can just come home at night.
And you know what? You can find some deals to stay there regular without being a member. So,
We got a super chat from Tom Does Disney. That's my friend I was just telling you
oh
about
yeah, and
earlier.
he says you can go to the stay at
And
the
oh
Riviera.
yes, and he just bought DVC at Riviera.
Oh, he's my friend too. Hi, Tom.
He sure did. I can't wait.
We need
We've
to go
been
to the.
spending
You
a
know what we
lot of
need to all
time
do?
over at Riviera.
When Tom goes there, I will show up with my own money in hand. Let's go to the character breakfast. It is so good there.
I still haven't been, so let's do it. I'm so
It's
excited
it's
about that.
not a buffet, so you're not fighting with other people to get food. You're sitting down like a human being. People are coming to your table to take your order. The characters come over. There's audio for them. It's all like a high class breakfast. It's great.
I can't wait. I think that may
Topolino's,
be on
yeah,
my must do list when the parks open for sure. That's
absolutely.
so exciting. Let's see. Ask him who is his favorite Disney character. Who's your favorite Disney character?
I have to go with Mickey Mouse,
Yeah.
but I have two other women favorite characters. The Wicked Queen from Snow White. I'm just in love with her. I love that she's regal and pretty, and she is a you know what.
Yeah.
But I also love Isma from The Emperor's New Groove. Eartha Kitt. Do you remember
Wow.
that? Do you remember that
No.
character? She's just awesome. If you watch her performance and the things that Isma says, it is great.
My Disney World fix said because why not? Thank you for that super chat. He said because why not? Because Mickey is also his very
Uh,
favorite
Mickey
character.
Mickey has to be. I mean,
Yes.
if all the other characters had to go, Mickey I have to save. He's my guy.
Everyone in chat is saying that the background gave it away that Mickey is your favorite
Oh, I
character.
didn't even realize. Oh, well, and you can see some Wicked Queen things there too. She's
Yes.
hold on, that, and then all these things over here.
Oh yeah.
They're hard to see.
So have you gone to Artist Point?
Yes,
Is that not the best?
that dinner was
That is
awesome. The fairy
that's
tale
one of
dinner
our favorites. It's so good. The atmosphere, the
and the
character
Wicked Queen
interaction.
there. Yeah,
It's
I
so
have good
good.
video of the Wicked Queen there trying to make me nervous, and she did a good job.
Yes. She does. She does not. She does not break, does she? No matter what.
Not at all.
Do you have anything on your Disney bucket list? Something that you haven't done yet, but you really, really want to do it?
I've been on the Disney Dream, but I haven't been on, and I've been on the Wonder, I think. What's the other big ship? The Fantasy.
Yes.
When this is all done, and I'm hoping cruises are still okay, I want to go on the Fantasy for sure.
I was
That
gonna
would
ask
definitely
you
be.
if you've ever been on a Disney cruise. It's like the
I
best
love them.
vacation.
It's the
Yes.
best, and you don't have to have kids to go.
No, you
It's
don't. It's so fantastic. I love
a
it so much.
great vacation.
People have asked me that question before. They've asked me if you don't have kids, or are there like too many kids? Like if you don't necessarily want to be around children, could you still go on a Disney cruise? And I always say yes, because
There,
they have so many adult only things that you can do. There's adult only restaurants,
yep.
pools, nightclubs, different types of entertainment. Like
Even the
it is
private island had their
definitely,
own adult area.
yeah.
And the
It,
kids just didn't seem to bother me. They were all always in their kid area. They didn't want to be bothered
oh
with
yeah, they
our
go to that
area.
Oceaneer Club and they love it there, and you
Yep,
hardly ever even see them. I never saw my kids. Like I had to go ask them to come and join us for dinner. Like
I
they
get
have
it.
so much fun there. Uh, are you a Star Wars fan?
I wasn't a big fan. I'm becoming a bigger fan because of Disney. So I
Yes.
love the new movies. Like when everybody's complaining over these new movies, I'm thinking they're just the best thing ever. So yeah, but Star Wars fans don't like that. They think I'm not a real fan because I'm
Right.
a Disney Star Wars fan and
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the Mandalorian and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't understand the old lore of Star Wars too much. I know Return of the Jedi, but I these newer movies I know much more.
Yeah. I think that I can relate to that. I can
Okay.
definitely relate to that. But I have gone back and watched all the old movies as well, just because of the new Disney version of Star
Okay.
Wars, grabbed my attention also, just like it has with you. So I'm like, I need to watch these movies. Like, I'm being so immersed into Star Wars, I need to know about it.
That's pretty good. I
So,
probably have to go back. I remember when I watched the Queen Amidala ones. I didn't like those. Like I liked the first three, then I dropped off, and then I'm back again. But I got to watch that other middle part. I know George Lucas did them, and I don't know. I wasn't so thrilled with his treatment of his own material.
yeah. What about Marvel? You a Marvel fan?
Again, not so much, but I'm becoming. This last Avengers was amazing to me. When all the portals opened up at the end of that, I was into it.
Yeah, that was
Otherwise,
crazy.
I couldn't explain to you half of these superhero things. Who, this, why, what, when, how.
I really enjoy the Marvel movies, and we actually have a Disneyland vacation planned for August because we also are doing the Star Wars night, and then Marvel Land is opening at
Oh,
Disneyland,
that's right. Do we
but
know if
we
that's still
don't know if
opening?
it's still going to be going on. So
It's
it's
got
kind
to
of
be
like up in
delayed.
the
It's
air
got to be
right now,
delayed. It's got to be delayed a little bit.
probably. So,
The Marvel Day at Sea might be a good thing to try then.
yes, for sure. What are do you have anything else that you just want to like share with us that is going on, or anything else?
You're pretty good with the questions. So whatever you come up with, I'm good. But I don't know. I'm trying to think. I really hope the 50th is good. I want a Hatbox Ghost so bad in our haunted mansion that I'm praying for it. I know God must be like, I have so many other things on my plate, really, than to give you a Hatbox Ghost in the haunted mansion. But I'm hoping for that because they have it in Disneyland, and I'm hoping for another nighttime electrical type of a parade. I
That
don't
would
think
be
it may
really
happen by
cool.
the 50th, but eventually it has to happen.
Well, even if it was in the works, things are definitely being delayed now. So we just
Yeah,
have
I
to
know.
be patient for all that.
I was
Um,
interviewing Dan Cockrell, Lee Cockrell's son,
uh-huh.
and Dan, who used to be the president of, well, he was the president until they gave it over to Josh Diamaro, I think. Oh no, Josh is the president of all the resorts. Whoever the president of Magic Kingdom is, it was Dan a little while ago, and Dan said they know they need a nighttime electrical parade for many reasons, including people exiting after the fireworks and stuff. They want to keep people there, so it's coming. We just don't know when.
All right, let's go to chat real quick. We're gonna take a few questions from them before I let you go, okay?
You got
So
it.
David wants to know which of the small worlds did you enjoy best? Disney World or Disneyland?
I don't want to say this, but Disneyland's is better.
It is. I mean,
It is.
it's just the truth. It's just the
It
truth.
looks better. It feels better, and the characters, having the Disney characters in there, don't ruin it. It makes it better to me.
It makes it better for sure. Are you a sports fan at all?
No, never got into sports. I would always watch a movie instead, or think of Disney and stuff. So I never did get into sports. I was always picked to be the goalie whenever we did hockey though, because the ball wasn't getting into the net if I was there. So
And
I fell
I
into
think
sports.
you were more into theater stuff than you were
Absolutely,
sports. Because from what
definitely,
I've seen of you, like you did some voiceovers, you
and
were in a
TV commercials.
commercial. Yeah. This is a question that I ask everybody, and Amy just brought it up. Christmas party or Halloween party?
A lot of people don't like my answer to this. I am definitely more for the Christmas party.
Me too.
Really?
I think that we would be good friends.
I
I really
agree.
do,
Here's
John.
my. Tell me if you agree with why. I'm sorry, I have better allergies. The Christmas party to me gives me all the feels. The snow on Main Street, the costumes, the music, the lighting of the castle. I love Halloween. There's only
Yeah.
so much boo and boo and boo and boo and boo. Happy Halloween, boo. There's only so much I can do with that, and I love it. But Christmas, 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 and I'm so
Yes.
excited for Christmas at the parks.
Not that Matterhorn Matt wants to know, what about Pirates of the Caribbean? Do you like it better at Disneyland or Disney World?
Disneyland's was better.
Again, it's Disneyland. Yes, I agree with
The
you on
whole
that.
trip up, I remember being like, how come we don't have
Wow.
this?
I know.
And did you see the lightning bugs in the bayou before you? I was entranced. Like, this is amazing. I
It
couldn't,
is.
I couldn't say, as a whole, I like our Magic Kingdom better, but definitely Pirates is better. There's no doubt.
My boys, I have two small younger boys, and they've not been to Disneyland yet, just my daughter and I. And I cannot wait to take them. So because it's gonna, like I told you before, they're a little like here, they
They'll see
they're
the
like,
difference.
okay, I've been here a million times, but they're gonna be so surprised because it's
Indiana
so
Jones will
different.
be so new to them. All
It
that stuff.
is. They're gonna be like so in awe. They're gonna love it. Let's
Yeah,
go
Dan
back
is
to the.
out. Dan says, Tanya, you're not going to be my friend anymore. So Dan is out. John is in. Sorry, Dan. I'm so
No,
sorry.
Dan. Dan loves the Christmas party too. I've
Does
been to the
okay,
Christmas party with him.
okay.
Hi, Rachel. Disney World or Disney Cruise?
Oh, I have to say Disney World only because I'm there all the time. But I love Disney. I mean, Disney Cruise is my vacation from Disney World, which is
That's
weird.
right. That's what
I'm
I
either at
always
Disney
say.
World or Disneyland. I'm not. I mean, or Disney Cruise. I'm not going on another vacation. That's my vacation.
I think we had a couple more questions back
I'm
here.
trying to look. They said favorite parade. I grew up with the Main Street Electrical Parade and I love it, but Spectro Magic, it's my favorite.
Everybody says that. See, I came in later and Spectro Magic was already gone by the
Okay.
time whenever I first came to Disney, because I was a late bloomer. I came when I was almost 30. So,
Spectro Magic's music, which I go nuts over, I heard it was made like a rush job in like 15 days they had to put it together. It is so good. And I
and that
just love,
was
I even love the funky, scary clowns in the beginning. Bibbidi boo, bibbidi boo, Disney's hand in Spectro Man. I mean, they say weird things and they look weird. I love them because they get me ready for the parade.
I don't know. Did we miss anybody's question? Oh, favorite Disney ride, said Rachel.
Haunted Mansion is my top. I
Haunted
love it.
Mansion.
Haunted. I have a Master Gracie above a fireplace. I'm in Florida. I bought a fireplace with the house, and they're like, "Really? Do you want that?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can put it in. Yeah." Just because I wanted to put my Master Gracie above it, and he changes as you go
Oh,
left to right. I
that's
bought it
so
on
cool.
eBay like 30 years ago.
One thing that we've talked about several times here on my channel is like how much everybody loves Flight of Passage. Like, usually, I'm going to say like 90% of the people I ask them, what's your favorite ride at Disney World? And they say, oh, Flight of Passage, Flight of Passage.
It's
And
one of my
then,
favorites, but not the favorite.
and, and then I'm like, but here's the thing. If they were going to take away Flight of Passage, you might be sad. But if they took away Haunted, you'd be furious. Like that,
Forget
because
it.
that's a classic. Like, yeah, it would be terrible.
They'd have to get through me.
People would be fired up. I don't think of, let's see. Carrie says, what's going on with the Muppets?
We
Carrie, I'm
don't.
not sure what you mean by that question.
I might be a little delayed with you because you went off for a little bit, but you're back now. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good. The Muppets, I think they're starting to use them more in the park. We're going to see them more on Disney Plus. So I really don't know. I even hear rumors that I don't know if they're true or not about the Imagination Pavilion becoming something Muppet. But I don't think Disney's going to let the Muppets go. I think they're going to lay low for a little bit, and then we're going to start to see things happen with the Muppets.
Okay, we got two more questions. David says, have you ever been in Cinderella's castle suite?
And I want to be so bad. I have not
Oh
been.
my goodness. I
Nobody has
thought for
offered me
sure if
that yet.
anybody's been in there, it's you.
You always have to win it or somehow be granted access to it. They don't do it with media things. It's a little hard. So if somebody's going, call me. I'm there.
I know, right? I always
I
say
wouldn't
that,
sleep.
hey, Club 33 members, hook your girl up. I want to
I
just
would
go in there for a
I
cocktail or
would not
something.
sleep. I've been to
Oh,
Club 33, but I haven't been. Do they get to go into the castle suite? Really?
oh, I don't know. I
Oh,
don't
I
know
don't
if they
think
get.
so.
I'm just saying to take me into Club 33.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Club
Yeah,
33
because
is
I
great.
haven't done that yet either.
Okay, that's
Um,
good.
wishes or happily ever after?
Okay, I loved Wishes, but I like Happily Ever After better. I like the projections on the castle, and at the end, when there's that crescendo of music and the Tinkerbell still comes out and flies, I was sold immediately. I was like,
Yes.
yeah, no, this is fine. I'll take this.
Yeah,
So
this
I
is
gotta go
great.
with Happily Ever After. I still love Wishes, but Happily Ever After.
Well, I
That
agree with
castle
you
goes
on
from like
that. Like,
velvet red to purple to green. It's just great.
oh, Carrie said, well, will the Muppets be featured in the park more? Do you think?
I've heard that they will be, yeah. And Dan, you know why they got rid of it. They're trying to save money, and they shouldn't. We all have to complain and go to uh, City Hall and tell them no, bring that back.
Yeah. They are bringing it back just like on special occasions,
It
but
needs to be there every day. Great Moments in History was great. It should be
yes,
there every day.
it
It was
really
great.
should. Michael said, do you like Dole Whip or no?
Yes, I love
Yes.
pineapple and I love Dole Whip, except when
All
the
right.
line is an hour long to get there.
What is your favorite Disney snack?
Cheeseburger egg rolls from Adventureland.
Oh, they're so good, right?
They are
Well, I'll tell you
so
what,
good.
John, the next time I see you at Magic Kingdom, cheeseburger egg rolls are on me.
I am there
Okay?
with you, yes.
All
And we'll go
right.
on Haunted Mansion.
Yes, that sounds so fun. I can't wait.
We can
Well,
take
thank you
Dan
so
maybe,
much. I appreciate
and
you
Tom.
being here tonight.
Thank you very much, honey. I appreciate it.
Yes, and I am available anytime. Just let me know whenever you're
Also,
doing
yeah,
your
I'll have you on
Tuesday
my
nights.
Tuesdays at 8 o'clock within the next. I think I'm scheduled like the next four, but after that, I will get you on the schedule.
All right. Well, all of my viewers, I know they were excited to talk with you tonight. Most of them are probably already subscribed to your channel. If
I
you're
don't
not
know.
subscribed to bigfatpanda.com,
Please.
please go over, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Let's get him to
It's
100,000
that last climb to
subscribers.
100,000 is so tough. My
It's
gosh.
it's the I'm gonna bust out in Miley Cyrus the climb right now. We need to get him there. Um, Follow him. He's on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. He's the best, as you can see. Thank you so much. We
Thank you, honey.
appreciate you being
I
here,
love you. Be good,
and
sweetie.
you're the best. And I'll
I will
see you
talk
in
to you
the
soon. I
parks.
promise. You're gonna hang out here. I click exit. You're gonna stay.
Yes.
Okay. I will see you
All right.
soon. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. That was awesome. Thank you all so much for being here again tonight. He is the real deal. We had a great time. Lisa, thank you for subscribing to his channel. Um, he's a busy guy. Well, right now, like most of us are not doing too much. So he was very happy to come over and talk with us. He's always that nice, no matter what. Um, if you ever see him in the parks, make sure you go up and say hello to him. He's very nice. With or without rum in the Dole Whip. Oh, he's gone now. I'm sorry. I would have asked him. Um, but I like it with the rum. I really do. It was super fun. Tanya, you did. Oh, thank you, Cindy Lou Who. I'm always nervous. What you all don't know, as much as I like to talk, I always get nervous before I come on. Every time. Ask my mods. I'm in the mod chat right before I come on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to go live. I'm so nervous. I always get nervous because, well, especially whenever I'm interviewing people and I'm not sure what I'm going to say, and I'm always afraid that something's going to happen, like with the audio, with the sound, and the picture. But luckily, we didn't have any problems tonight. Um, but yeah, you guys, we are gonna wrap this one up, and I'm gonna go see my family for a minute, regroup, get things together. And tonight is Saturday night, late night chats. All the crews coming in, hopefully. And we're going to talk with you all. I don't know how long we'll be on tonight, but we're going to start back up at 10 o'clock. So if you're not doing anything and you want to hang out with us tonight, come back over. The Gibb family. Hello. I remember you. I met you over at Big Thunder Mountain at Magic Kingdom. Yes, I remember you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Yeah, come on. you would have to ask your parents if it's okay for you to come on because they might not want you to be live. So message me. But I'll see you all in a little bit, okay? Always do what makes you happy. Oh, and if you didn't know, we got t-shirts now. They're live on the webpage. We'll talk about that a little bit more later, and I'll see you all in just a little bit. Always do what makes you happy. Dream big. Thank you for being here. Lizzie T. Dove, Carrie O. Thank you, Carrie O, for all your support. I appreciate you so much. Jay Frank, Rosalie, Christopher, my side chick. I'll see you all in just a little bit.